Hi there, and welcome back to another Tarot by Fernanda reading. Today's video, it will be what can you expect for the month of September. And you're here if you are a Virgo, whether it is sun or moon sign. Just light up your candle. Awesome. And so I'm gonna go over the general energy, then I will gonna be moving to your light and shadow energy. Just to know, your light energy is usually your strength, that energy that kind of uplifts you even more. And then your shadow energy is that energy that is actually pulling you down somehow. So this could be, your shadow is usually things or aspects of your life or who you are as a person that you do not accept of yourself. And let's say someone who always wants to be nice and happy to everyone and does not, and their shadow energy could be anger. And it's just because they don't deal with that feeling because they don't like to process it, right? So then instead that becomes a shadow energy and that pulls them down. So just letting you know what shadow energy is in case that you didn't know. And we're gonna move to love, career, finances, and at the end, I'm going to be picking 3 letters, and this is going to be a very strong sign from your angels. If the 3 letters I'm picking, if your first or last name starts with one of those letters, then that means that there's definitely a message in here for you, okay? Now, as I always like to say, this is a general reading, so do not take anything personal. If at any point you do want to book an appointment, you can do so at my website. And then also, if you do subscribe, I will definitely appreciate it. So let me start with your the energy of this month, okay? Let's see, Virgo. And those that have watched my videos in the past or that are my clients, you know that I do not pick the cards. I'm a shuffler, so see. There you go. Okay, we got the 3 of Pentacles. I will show you the cards in a sec. So to start with, the 3 of Pentacles, it shows some type of stability, like kind of the entire like going slow but a steady type of mindset. I just want to know more if this is about money, if this is about, emotional healing, what could it be about? But it definitely just seems like your energy is just a steady energy that is not having kind of setbacks because you're also not running to get to that goal or whatever you're trying to do. You're being careful and consistent, right? So when I see the 3 of Pentacles, it's a lot about consistency. Let's see. There we go. Okay, it is about consistency, but here, interesting. All right, let me show you. So we got the 3 of coins, and we got the 2 of coins. And then the underlying energy here, we got the 4 of coins. And underneath that, we got the 7 of coins. So, all right. To start with, Virgo, of course you are an earthy sign, and it's just interesting to see as I go through each zodiac sign and their elements, I see more of their elements in each of the reading. And in the earthy signs, I'm seeing a lot of coins, a majority of coins, and that is because that is what that motivates you, or that is what you feel you need to feel at peace. Okay, so in this case, this is definitely about your finances, about your career, and it's just saying that you're going slow and steady, but they're kind of saying it is the reason why going slow and steady is good, but your angels are saying that you are kind of working on one thing at a time, more than one thing at a time, and you're spreading yourself thin. And then it could also be that then this results in you not giving your 100% in one thing. So you're like working so many different projects. This is why you're kind of going slow and steady. I'm not saying that it could completely be different if you were to just pick one project. You may be a student, you may be a parent and having to have a full-time job and a part-time job. But it's definitely like when it comes to your finances, you kind of are safe in the sense that you get that stability because of all these jobs. But I'm only seeing that earthy energy, which is like that safety, having a roof over your head. But of course, it's not like you are working or getting where you want or what you're passionate. You're not doing necessarily what you're passionate about. You may be happy about what you're doing, but there's a difference here. And I just feel like although you may be passionate about what you're doing, your focus is very heavy on that money, on that stability. And with the Four of Coins here, usually that is energy of holding on to whatever you have, right? Because you have the fear of losing everything you have. And so now I get a bit more about the like slow and steady, but your angels do think that you are spreading yourself thin. And also it's kind of the question comes up of like, for how long are you willing to spread yourself this thin? Okay, for how long will you not be picking a specific project or something to be doing something more specific? Yeah, I do see that you're walking very carefully. We got another coins card. So we got the Knight of Pentacles, and this is about you walking really slow towards your goals and very like taking very precautions, like every precaution you can, because you do see the value in what in the job that you may have to start a job, or you may not want to start this job, but you do see the value of the income that it's bringing into your life, and that is providing for everything you buy. So it is just like this energy of you knowing and understanding the value from what of all these jobs. Like you understand why you're doing this, and this is why you kind of are walking very slow right now towards any like new project. If you were thinking of maybe having something on the side or maybe switching things, you're being very careful about it. Like you definitely are being very careful about it. This is just a general energy. Like I pretty much I give the floor to the angels to give a message that they want, and then we go to a specific. So no worries, I'm still gonna go to career and finances and stay until the end because I'm gonna be picking 3 letters. Now we got insecurity as your shadow energy. So we got it's number 30. Now it is written differently because this is in French, and it says, I'm conscious that danger is a tool that pushes my limits. So this is the thing, is just because this is talking about when sometimes an event that doesn't seem to be very positive, or the not fear, like the danger of losing everything or something like that, sometimes it's a great tool to push you to get outside of your comfort zone. And this is the thing, because Virgo, everything I'm seeing right now is just coins, which is that earthy energy, which is your energy, and it's a very grounding energy, but also and very responsible energy. But the thing is, it doesn't let you fly, right? If you ever wanted to fly, because there's that insecurity. So that is the shadow energy during the month of September that it's important for you to be looking at. Just trying to now get light energy. We got another shadow. Give me one sec. Okay, now we got our light energy. So cute. I haven't gotten this card in like, I think I only got this card ever when I shuffled once in the past year. Like, so that is why I also think there's some cards that come up like more often, more energies that are more common for people to be their strength or their shadow energy. And this one, I think I have only pulled this card once with my clients. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna tell you what this is about. So okay, we got insecurity as a shadow energy, and then we also got sorry, I'm trying to think of the word in English, but it's when you don't trust, when you take your, you don't take your chances, you take your precaution, and you don't trust, and yeah, you don't let people or situations, you don't jump in right away. And yeah, and then it's just understanding that, of course, questioning things are good, but when it's for a long period of time, when you are prolonging that mixed to your insecurities, that is not, when you take those decisions, whether to jump into a project or, do something that is kind of out of your bubble, do something out of that is unexpected. Thinking about it for a very long time, if you already have tendencies of being of getting scared or giving into all these insecurities and questions of whether this is feasible or not, then it's not the best thing for you. Try not to stay in this energy for too long, because then that just blocks any plan that you could come up with. Now, your light energy, it is soul. We got here number 33. And then it's just saying, remembering that you are a soul with a body and not a body with a soul. Okay. So, and this is something that, and I remember even when I was younger, I used to say we all have souls. And it's no, we don't have souls. We all have bodies. We are souls. Our consciousness, it's the soul. And then we just have a body. And it's just kind of, I think that you have, some of you do have such a ease breaking down this thing sometimes. I think that when you realize that you're being stuck in something that does, that you're giving too much importance or too much value to something that doesn't make sense to you, and you try to shake it off, usually go back to hey, this is just a world I have decided to be in. I am still a soul, which is, I borrow a body, and this is the reality I'm in. It's the reality I create. I feel you sometimes simplify things like that, although it's not necessarily for majority of you your style. But when you do that, that completely takes you out from all this stagnant energy and those insecurities. Okay. Now we got for love. So those that are single, it's just they're telling you very soon. Very soon you're going to be finding, or that person is finding you. So I just feel September will take you closer to that, depending of how clear you have been with the universe and how clear you have been with your actions to get the type of person you want. I do feel some of you will actually get a new person or a new partner in the month of September. Now, for those that are in a relationship, I just feel majority of you are really still in that honeymoon stage with the person. But it doesn't mean that you are not maybe facing some, more major arguments with your partner, and your angels are just saying that, your feelings and your romantic feelings are valid, in case that some of your friends were trying to diminish that, or telling you that you shouldn't be feeling or putting yourself in this position so soon in a relationship or whatever it is. So angels just want to say that yes, your feelings are valid, and you shouldn't let people diminish your feelings and how you're feeling, because that's your reality. But also, if there's some things are going on in your relationship which that you cannot be very your perception and your bias at this point, and you cannot see straightforward about this type of issues, then just to count on your friends. Talk to those people that not necessarily have to be your closest friends, but those that that will have kind of the best advice and that you trust. So let them in and share what's going on. Okay. Now I don't see any upgrade on your relationship here. In some of the readings, it was very clear that a lot of you were getting engaged or even married. But in this case, I don't see any upgrade on engagement or anything specific like that for the month of September. I just see that definitely those that are single, angels just want to let you know that the person is really getting closer now. You're gonna soon get into a relationship. And those that are in a relationship, just to trust their friends. Also, reach out to their friends for advice, okay? Now, we also got the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Wands. So this is mainly, I find, for those that are already in a relationship and that you're pretty satisfied with your relationship. It's a reminder of not just giving up, don't just stop putting the effort into the relationship because it is steady. With the Seven of Wands, it just feels like there might be people that may be like having their input in your relationship. And I'm not talking about the friends that you have to reach out to. I'm just saying, like, maybe it could be family members, could be other circumstances that may be making it harder on your relationship. And so you just have to, you know, keep fighting, keep protecting that relationship if it's precious to you. And if you know that that is something that is good for you. Alrighty, and now I'm just asking about your finances and your career. And once again, we got the Two of Pentacles, which is this whole thing of spreading thin. Okay, this is what's happening. Some of you have already an opportunity that in mind, or like an opportunity that makes you money. This is something that brings you money, or that could bring you money. Okay. Now, this is coming for the month of September. The thing, though, it is that I don't know if this is something more like that you want to do, but you don't want to leave everything else that you're doing right now, just to go for this. But it's this energy of a new opportunity from the universe sent to you, yet instead of just receiving it and being like, okay, you know what? It's of course, there's not such a thing as a coincidence, so I have to trust the universe and I'm gonna go for this. You kind of want to take a shortcut, and I feel like for some of you, this shortcut will be like, okay, I will take this, but I'm not gonna leave anything else that I'm doing. So now, instead of having one job, now I have two, or instead of having two jobs, now I have three. And of course, as many sources of incomes, that makes sense. But if you identify when I said that you're already spreading yourself thin and you're not committing to anything specifically, then you know that this is for you. Because usually when you go about something even if it's with the good intentions, but it's more of a shortcut, and it's not the right way to go about it, it just usually backfires. Okay, so yeah, but whatever this is good news for you. But it's just like, it seems like you decide just to take on it rather than kind of select what else can you give. You're just taking on it on top of everything else that is going on for you. Let me see if there's an advice for you in here, just because I just feel like in this case, in your reading specifically for finances and career, it's just like they're just telling you what is happening. I will never tell you what to do, but I just want to maybe give you a bit more of a guidance here. We got family. I don't know if the opportunity is going to come from a family member, or, they're going to be hooking you up with someone, like for another job. Yeah, they're just telling you with family and the third eye chakra. It's just that, is you have to connect more with your intuition, and this was why they were asking you to kind of realize that you are a soul with a body and not a body with a soul, because then you see the world different, and the opportunities, you see them differently, and then you can also see long term and intuitively know if something may not seem like it's going to give you rewards, but you intuitively know that this has really good energy, this opportunity comes from has a really good energy, so then you go for it. They're just saying once again, they just think that you should, when this happens, you should be talking to your family members and really use your intuition for this. Let me see what they have to say when it comes to family relationships. I just always like to add family and really close friends just to see if there's anything major happening. Just because I'm someone who I'm a very family oriented person, and for me, I know that money and love is the major things, but I always feel like family it is really important in people's lives, and although we don't realize, it does have a really strong impact in our lives, right? Okay, so we got the Two of Cups and the Ten of Wands. And then the underlying energy here, we got the Hanged Man. Okay, there's a couple of things here going on. So some of you are helping a family member, or you really have a strong, really tight connection with either your mom or your dad, or maybe it is a sister. But here we see a soul contract. Okay, I mean, you kind of do have a soul contract with every single one of your family members because you chose them ahead of time, but it is someone who you kind of are closer with. Okay, and but at the same time, although you really love and care for this person, it is very clear that you have been kind of pushing your weight and her or his weight as well. Okay, so you have been kind of putting your effort and the other person's effort. You have been helping this person a lot, and of course you care about this person so much. This could be a really close friend, or this could be a family member, and it's just like you care and have love for this person. But it's just sometimes when I see the Ten of Wands, it is that you're carrying so much weight that at some point it's going to have kind of some consequences on you. And then most of the time than not, it's weight that it's not to you to be carrying, right? Because if you carry other people's, or you solve other people's problems all the time, then they're not learning their lessons. So you're not really helping them. You may feel more at peace because you help them, but that doesn't last for too long. So it's just an advice, okay? And with the Hanged Man, this is just some of you really may have different ways of thinking than your family members, and sometimes just for the sake of not kind of starting a new argument, or not just to start a new fight or something like that, you kind of, I just feel like with the Ten of Wands and the Hangman, that you completely think differently. You completely are paving your own path at this point, because you don't want to either repeat what your parents did or the type of person they were, although you love them very much, or maybe it could be a friend or a sibling, but you're just trying to move on and be your own person, but at the same time you're still helping them so much, which then it's just making your entire journey of growth a bit harder. Okay, just letting you know that. Let me see if there's a message from your angels before I go and pick the letters. Just give me one sec. Yeah, so one of the messages are from the angel Betania, and it just says, when you take very well care of yourself, everyone else comes out or gets benefits from it. Sorry, this is in Spanish. So do relax, take a nice bath with salt, and maybe even a pedicure. But it's just saying pretty much that when you relax, when you take care of yourself, when you completely are like in a good place, that's the way for you to help others. Like, people do benefit from it. And this is just coming out right after I'm saying that you kind of if you're a kid, or like if you're by a kid is if you do have parents and you're not, I mean, everyone has parents, but what I'm saying is if you're not the parent yourself right now, okay? I just feel like some of you are taking care of your parents, and you're kind of playing the role more of a parent or the adult rather than the kid. Now we got Mystica as well, and he says, you keep going forward, do not accept a no for answer. Wait for the solutions, for miraculous solutions to happen. All right, so now let me see, I'm gonna pick the letters to finish, and like I said, if you do subscribe, I will really appreciate it. Give it a like or comment, please. And let me pick the 3 letters. We got J as in Julian, C as in Carla, and S as in Sandra. Okay, so J as in Julian, S as in Sandra, C as in Carla. I will show you the letters, but it's just they're so small that I don't think you're gonna like it's gonna focus. But yeah, so those were the 3 letters. I hope that you enjoy your reading, Virgo, and I'll see you next time. Bye.